Hi everyone, this is the video for Bet 5 for the Cheltenham Festival 2020 series, and I'm going to take a right punt here today. A race I'd never normally go for. I've just got an inkling on this horse, just a bit of a feeling about it, plus a few other things, so bear with me. It's not just a complete punt, but it's a plot job race and not normally a race I'd be thinking about having a bet. But as I watch lots of videos, and I've said that on a lot of occasions, I watch all the videos on YouTube and watch loads of podcasts, just boredom really probably. But anyway, before I start on the bet, just to say Honeysuckle has been confirmed for now to go to the Mares, so that will give us a chance with that bet. We've had 4 bets already and Honeysuckle's one of them for the Mares. We've got 5 to 1. So that's a good position to be in, except probably she's running against the biggest certainty of the meeting in Benny Did You, but we've got to take our chance. We're going to be running against her. Who knows, maybe Benny will go to a different race. It looks like Kenny Alexander's just gone all in, and hopefully Rich Richie will fold, but I doubt it. In fact, I'm absolutely certain he won't. But anyway, we're going to have a run for our money on Honeysuckle. Right, on to the bet. Now this is an absolute minefield of a race, and I'm taking a big risk on this because I don't even know that this horse is, there's horses in here probably stone well in, maybe even more. Some of them probably could go for the Triumph Hurdle because it's in the Boodles. And quite often, like, you get a horse in here that should be in the Triumph, like Band of Outlaws last year, and that was Joseph O'Brien. So all the big yards will come in here with great horses. I mean, Nicky Henderson's got Palladium, and if you listen to Nicky Henderson last night on his uni bit, I never watched it actually, but I just seen the comments below, and it said that Nicky just fancied every horse he had. And that's part of, you've got to be careful what you listen to, because part of my fancying this horse was someone from a preview night said that they fancied this horse, but every yard fancies every horse. They're never going to say to you that they don't fancy the horse. The Caddies are going to like this horse for a reason as well, but it's a silly reason, but they'll still like it. So anyway, it's in the Boodles, and it's Gavin Cromwell's Theatre of War. Now, why do I fancy this? Now, I've just pieced this few bits together. Right, up in the Ante yesterday, they said that Gavin Cromwell had horses working at Leopardstown on Monday. Probably their last piece of work, and a lot of trainers do this sort of thing, and they take their horses that they're going to take to the big festivals away for a day. And obviously, the focus would be on Darver Star, and that's who they talked about. But Gavin Lynch also talked about a horse called Theatre of War and said he'd bucked it at 40 to 1. Now, we're going to be taking quite a bit less than that, but I still think it's a big price. But anyway, he said he'd backed this at 40 to 1, and it was still 40 to 1 yesterday supposedly, but I didn't see the 40 to 1. Anyway, that's just one piece. Gavin Lynch is a pretty shrewd guy. So anyway, he fancied it at 40 to 1. Now, I've said I watch lots of videos, and because I watch lots of videos, I tend to find little bits out on their videos. People post things on Twitter. Now, Andrew Blair White is doing really well with his videos, but also he started to become onto the Racing postcasts and things like that. And I noticed that Andrew had posted up, he was on a preview panel with Gavin Cromwell. And, being a little bit brazen, I asked Andrew, if Gavin talks about Alpha Mix, see if you can find out which race it might be going for or which one they're targeting, because it's entered in a few. And Andrew said he didn't really say for sure, but he thought it was going to Coral Cap. Anyway, this is just telling you how I'm piecing towards this horse. So anyway, I did say, did he seem keen on anything else? And he said, they quite fancied Darver Star, and they seemed quite keen on their horse in the Boodles, Theatre of War. Okay, so all of a sudden, I'd heard this horse twice, but then I was watching another video, and this guy fancies a horse called Tronador. And this is Let's Bet Racing's video. So I go to watch Tronador, and here's Theatre of War finishing second in front of Tronador. straight out with the form book, and I'm seeing that Theatre of War's better off. And he's beat this horse 3 lengths already, and now he's better off at the weights. So Gavin Cromwell fancies him. He's working him at Leopardstown with Darver Star, the champion hurdle horse. And he's got good form with one of the favourites for the race. And it's all piecing together, and my mind's working overtime thinking this is a good horse. And last night I'm thinking I'm going to put this up for a bet. And it's 25 to 1, but the price has gone down to 20s. And it was obviously 40s when Gavin Lynch was talking about it. So clearly the people on Ante and the Ante have been watching this, and some of them have backed it. But I still fancy the horse. So I think when I looked at the race, I thought he was about a 10, 12 to 1 shot on his form, because his form's just as good as Tronador's. Well, to me, it's better. He's clearly working well. They clearly fancy it. They're a very shrewd yard. So I've decided that with these pieces in the jigsaw, even though it's a plot job race, I think there's enough to go on there, because I think the run last time was so eye-catching. People will say Tronador was eye-catching. If you watch the race back, Theatre of War was incredibly eye-catching. The distance he made up, he came from a long way back. I think he wasn't, I'm not sure, you can't say horses weren't there to win, but he looked to me like he was going to try and run on for 4th or 5th. The place collapsed in the race, and he very nearly won at 20 to 1 that day. But I think he'll give us a run for our money. That's all, it's gambling. And if you're gambling on a 20 to 1 shot that you think's only 12 to 1, then you've got a good price. Now, this is full of plot jobs. This could run a really good race and finish 7th. But I think he's got a good chance. I'm prepared to play on him. I mean, we've got to gamble. We gambled on the Welsh National on a plodder, and it came up really soft in the plodder one. We gambled in the Dublin Racing Festival. Didn't even know the horse was going to be declared, but looked a big price if he did get declared, and he won as well. So, you know, on this occasion we might gamble and get it wrong, but I'm prepared to take that risk. So out of the £400 bank, and this is just to gauge the bet, you know, you should be betting to your means. If you have a £100 bank, you should be betting a quarter, what I say. If you don't fancy the horse, you shouldn't be betting it, and really it's a minefield of a race. So if you don't fancy the horse, don't back it. It's 20 to 1 pretty much across the board at the moment. The price is still starting to contract. Probably this up in the Ante mention is getting the horse backed. But whatever, I'm prepared to put £20 each way and £10 win in my bank of 400. Now you bet to your means, like I said, and according to your bank. But that's the bet for today. It's bet 5 in the series. It's £20 each way and £10 win. Theatre of War for the Boodles. Handicap on the Wednesday. It's the second last race at 20 to 1. Don't back it at William Hill's, because they're not non-runner no bet. Everybody else is. And that's added to Honeysuckle 5 to 1, Dulcita 8 to 1, Lost in Translation 9 to 2, and Riders on the Storm 16 to 1 each way. So thanks for watching just now. Hopefully you understand the bet and why I've put it up. It is a risky bet, but we've got to be taking risks or there's no point. And I'll be back to you pretty soon with another couple of bets for the festival. So enjoy the rest of the week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.